The weather is starting to get really nice and warm, so many of us are spending time outside. Dr. Schallen is the medical director and founder of the Center for Modern Aesthetic Medicine. You're helping us get ready for summer. It's good to see you once again. Thanks for joining us. So you're going to help people kind of look their best as we get our summer body ready. But you say first and foremost, when thinking about entering the summer months, is the sun protection.
Absolutely, and thanks for having me back. It's always a pleasure. The most important thing that we need to remember this summer, and in Florida, really,
Yes.
9 months out of the year, is sun protection. And I think one of the things that we miss is using the right sun protection and reapplying sun protection. And those are just really key, especially where we live.
And you're thinking about it. I think in the morning I put it on and say, okay, check that box, and I'm good to go for the rest of the day. So
Yeah.
how often should we be applying sunscreen?
And most of us do that, but really we should reapply every 2 hours. So it's a good idea to have something small in your bag or your backpack. Try not to leave it in the car so that we don't want it to get too hot. But reapplying it is so important. And there are for women, powder sunscreens that are easy to reapply that do very well.
Well, that's actually a really good thought when you think about the makeup and then having to put, you don't want to put necessarily lotion on top of the makeup that you put on already during the day. So what do you recommend? Because you see, I'm sure, a lot of products. People are trying to pitch you on all sorts of things. So what have you found in your experience that you like the best?
Well, the most important thing is the sunscreen that you're going to reapply that you like. That's the most important thing. Now, you need to find one that obviously has good UVA, UVB protection, and a physical block. So you want to be able to make sure that it's got that titanium in it as well. So you have that physical block. But if you're not going to use it, it doesn't really help you.
Sure.
So make sure you like the texture, make sure you don't mind, the way it smells. And there's some that just feel really luxurious, and that's the best sunscreen.
And I see that you brought some in with you today. And these products you sell then at your office.
Right. We have a variety. We even have more, but these are some of my favorites. It's important that the SPF is at least 30 and above. And then that you reapply it. And so there's a variety. There's tinted, non-tinted, things that stay on during sports activities, depending on what your lifestyle is.
Exactly. You just got to, and the key is reapplying.
That's
okay,
right.
So let's talk about getting ready for the summer. Skin protection, first and foremost, check that box, apply every 2 hours. Then what are some of the other things that you offer at your office that you see patients coming in and wanting either some help with or just wanting, a little something different for the summer?
So we all have a little something, and we've been able to slide into summer kind of softly this year, but it's here. And one of the big things is laser hair removal. You find yourself at the pool sometimes unexpectedly, and then you think, oh, I missed a spot when you shaved, and you think everybody at the pool is seeing exactly the spot that you missed, and that's not the case.
Right.
But so why not just get rid of it? And you can really basically laser off very safely and effectively any unwanted hair.
Is that permanent then?
And it is permanent. The hair that is affected is permanent. It's called laser hair reduction because we have loads of follicles in our body and they're always being stimulated. But that hair is permanent. And we have just about every laser wavelength that you can possibly think of to remove that hair. So all skin types, whether there's a little bit of a tan or not, they can be also treated. So lots of different
really
devices.
anybody could be a candidate for this.
Yeah.
Just have to come in. There's
Just
a lot
about
of
everybody.
options.
There are some issues. You need to check the color of the hair. White hair doesn't respond. Blonde hair doesn't really respond, so that's important. But otherwise, you need the right laser. And we have a variety of different devices, but some of our devices are some of the strongest and best in the market. And you just, as long as you tune them properly, everybody can be treated.
Okay, let's move on to body shaping too and cellulite treatments. These are two of the other neat things that you offer at your practice.
Yeah, and we work out, and there's always just something, just a little something left over, and so there are a variety of different devices that we use, and we combine things so that you can get that last little bit, either tighten some skin in the abdomen or maybe remove some of the love handles or flanks, all of it pretty
I mean, not to interrupt you, but I was just looking at the picture. Is this something that you do through lasers as well?
Yeah, there's lasers and radio frequency and ultrasound and sound therapy and lots of different kinds of devices. And so the best thing is to choose the right thing for the right part of the body and the right person and put it together.
Yeah, especially being a new mom. There's some areas, I don't care what you do. I'm like, do you try to work out, but it's just, so.
Right, and you definitely want to be taking care of that, but there's always something a little bit left over that responds really well to lasers.
And then very cellulite treatments. I know this is for women. No matter what we do, the exercise. I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, just about everybody, all women, just
Yes.
about have cellulite.
Okay, good. We're in
so
good company then.
It's just the way we're made. So, and that's cellulite is predominantly a circulatory problem. So you have to deal with the circulation. You want to improve the circulation, and so there are devices that help you do that, and also kind of thicken your dermis and make it smooth.
It just sounds like there's so many neat options out there. It's just kind of diving in and figuring it out and sitting down with someone such as yourself and saying, okay, if this is what your problem areas are, here's what we have based on, your criteria. Very quickly, we've run out of time, but you have some special offers for the viewers for watching
Mother's
today.
Day is coming up, so we want to make sure that everybody thinks of mom and some things that she might be wanting coming up in May. We have gift certificates and the like for moms who may be interested. And then currently for summer, we have 2 areas for one, laser hair removal, so you can get more hair off quickly.
Okay. Best idea just to call, ask about the specials, Mother's Day
Exactly.
especially. Now that I'm my first Mother's Day.
There you
I
go.
would actually like some of those. So if my husband's watching, just mark them down. It's good to see you. Thank you
Thanks.
so much for
Thanks
being
again.
here. And we would like to thank the Center for Modern Aesthetic Medicine for coming on and making the segment happen. For more information, you can visit the website cmamedicine.com. You can also call the office, ask about the specials for being a First Coast Living viewer. The number 904-772-5828.